is that? What the? What are you guys doing under here? We gotta get to work. Hey, welcome back. I got the cat door come in. So right now we're gonna work on getting that cut in down here. All right. So it looks like there's one about right there. You can kind of see the spot there. Let's go back over this way. So I'm not seeing any in here. So let's I'll put this up here. Let's see. Alrighty, so now what we're gonna do, I can see right here, seems to be a stud about right here. Then the farther I go over, I don't really find anything till I get over to the corner. So I'm gonna set this up right here. I'll get my marker out. I'm gonna mark all of the inside. And now that I have this marked, I'll just put this up here, make sure that I don't have another stud in there. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead, grab our handy oscillating tool, and we'll cut this out. I don't know if you could tell there, but when you're vacuuming up drywall dust, make sure that you are a little bit above the ground. Here, because watch. You saw me pick this up with it off the ground and it's getting it all, but if you drag it on the ground, it's hard to see, but you can leave these, then you'll have to come again behind yourself and clean it up with a paper towel. Now that we got it fitted in there, what I'll do is I'll measure from right here to the corner, or right here to this little edge piece, see what we get, and then we'll go to the other side, duplicate the hole. Okay, so I got my tape measure. Looks like 4.5 inches from the corner. All right. Now we'll go, let's see, 4.5 inches, about right there. Okay. Now we'll line that up right there with the edge. And now we'll mark this out and do that cut again. One tip I didn't give you when we were doing the other cut, and you saw me have to go back out and trim again, always try to trim right on the outside of your mark so you can avoid cutting twice. So now what I'll do is just about a 1/4 inch out of this line. I'll try to just cut, go all the way around about a 1/4 inch. Now we gotta try to fill some gaps. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go in here. I'm gonna get two 2x4s, cut at about 8 inches. We'll lay them down there and screw them down to fill that void. Alrighty, so I got our pieces of wood put in there, and I went ahead and painted the top one black just to kind of match this. And so now what I'll do is I'll shoot some screws down in there so it doesn't move, and then we'll get to trying to fill this part in. Okay, so I got those screwed down. Now my plan is, let me see here. I have this duct outside, and what we'll do is we'll go cut it. You see that? It's about 4 3/4. What I'll do is I'll add a 1/2 inch to both sides so we can kind of put it around the wall. So 4 3/4 plus 1 inch, 5 3/4. So now let's get that duct out and we'll mark it up and then we'll cut it. Now what we'll do is we'll mark out 5 3/4. 5 3/4. Now what I like to do is just, I'll go through and mark a few places so I can try to keep my cut all in a nice straight line as I'm going through. Mosquito. That's good. I thought it was already past that time. It's 50 degrees out here. Now let's see. Let me grab my snips real quick and we'll get this cut. Midwest brand snips, best there is. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get that little cat door. We'll put it on here, see how much we need to trim off. I don't know if you can see here, I got this 8-inch pipe. You see it fits almost perfectly right through there. And now, if I pull this, spin this around just a little bit, and then right there, if I bend that down, it's gonna be perfect. Or maybe I don't want to use that little connector piece. So we'll add an inch to right there. Then we'll do the same over here. See, now in the biz, we call these hand tongs, duck bills. I'll go through here and kind of bend this out just a little bit. Bend it. That, bend it again right there. Now we'll do the same thing on this side. Come through, bend that out, do the same right there. As you see, it's just about the perfect shape to fit right inside of there. Now what I'll do is I'll go through and we call it dovetail. I'll just go through and kind of trim this. Trim it. I'll do this across the whole thing on both sides so that when we get it through the wall, we can bend them up and it'll kind of hold itself into place. Now before I put it in there, I'm going to go ahead and spray paint it so that it's all black on the inside as well. Okay, now if the paint has dried, we'll go ahead and put the pipe through this hole here. Get it all the way through. Now, we'll get this into place here. Do the same thing on this side. Now let's bend these flanges around. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and get this attached to the wall. All right, here's the final result. See, can you see through there? We got the cat tree right against it, but yeah, I think she'll like it a lot, be able to get away. So now let's go work on getting that duct cut in. All right, now one thing we want to do, since we're done with the hole, we want to go ahead and we want to get a duct put in here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shoot a screw through the floor, and then we'll go get under the house, we'll go find the screw, see if we're good to cut the hole. What I'll do, I'm going to try to put it right in the middle of this shelf here. I'm going to put this right here. Now that we got that screw in, we will go under the house, see if we can't find it. Here it is, the crawl hole. Now, let's get this thing opened up, go see if we can't find that screw. So as we're coming in here, we got to go all the way down that way. Let's see. Go under here. Goal here is to make sure that that screw we put down is not close to any like of our floor joists. Oh boy. Let's see. There's our dish. That's our sink, I think. Pretty sure. So we're gonna be way down this way. Right there we are, look at that. Can you get any more perfect right in the middle? So now what we'll do is we'll go up top and set that, mark that out, and start cutting. Greta went ahead, came under here with me. She's my little helper. If you decide to do this cat door like I did, check the box. There's a template, so you don't have to struggle and use the cat door to measure, and you can just use this. Okay, now we'll take this screw out. Okay, I have our grill here that's going to go over the top, and we'll use this to mark our hole out. So we can kind of see while we were under there, right? That right in the middle of the space. So we'll center this up with it. Center it up. And I'm going to pull it off the wall just a hair, because I don't know if you guys saw under there. If we go middle, we're not going to be able to hook our duct up very easy. So I'm going to bring it off the wall some, right where that screw was. Then we'll make our hole there. So let's see. We'll mark this side. Mark this side. We'll go down here. Do the same on the back. I'll make it just a little bit bigger all the way around. We make it bigger so when we cut it out, we don't have to make any, trimming cuts. So just bear with me here. I'm gonna try to make some nice lines. Then the best way to cut these, especially if there's already flooring down, I prefer the circular saw. It's faster, it's better control. So, and how about this old one? Just trust me. Once you get your hole cut, go ahead and sweep all this dust down in there. That's what the heating and air guys love. So just put all that dust down in there. Okay, now that you have your hole cut, I took my boot down in here. The boot is what you'll hook the grill up to and the ductwork. So now it's a lot easier with 2 people, but you work with what you have. So, all right, I got it trimmed up. I took about a 1/2 inch off. Let's try to get her up here again. The trick is to get it pulled all the way up. There we go. Get it up right above the floor, and then we can tap it down just a little. Okay. Now something I didn't show you guys, let me show you. Before I took that under there, I went ahead and I pre-drilled some holes right here. Then I put some here so we can get this screwed into the floor and get it secured. All right, I got some screws here. Let's see. Right, now let's take a look. Let's get this in here, see if it fits. Oh, getting old. Let's see. Alrighty, that right there is step 1 of this process. I'll get a shot back in here in a minute. Now, let's get underneath, try to attach some ductwork. Alrighty. I say alrighty a lot. I apologize for that. Now what we're doing is we're going to get a few pieces of ductwork. 6-inch ductwork, and we are really kind of doing this not right. I'm kind of being a hack here, as they say. I'm just going to steal some air from the one that's right there by my walkway. If I ever notice that it is not getting enough air over there, I will then enlarge the duct, but for now, I'm just going to put a hole into that duct, split it off, and then attach it to that new one. I went ahead and taped these elbows on, so as I was dragging them under here, I could make less trips. That's the thing about me, man. I'm always thinking. I know other people might disagree, like my mom and my boss, all my bosses, but always thinking. So I did forget a marker. That's great. I got an idea. What I'll do is I'll call my wife. I'll have her open this grill up, put my marker down, I'll reach in and grab it. So let's see, what we'll do here first is, I'll see if I can't kind of mark that out a little bit with there. And I forgot my knife too, but I grabbed most of everything. So I'll use these to cut this open. Oh yeah, and you know what? Right there's a seam. That was sarcasm. That sucks. Let's see here. Okay, if you can't just break through with your dikes here, grab your zip screws you have with you. You can make a little access hole with those to get started on your cut. Making myself look real good here. Let's see if we can't get her started, huh? Now, instead of calling her, we'll see if we can't use this like a telephone. Hey, Blakeland! Blakeland, come to the front door! Hey, open this grill by the door and throw a marker down in here, please. Ow. I hide them all over the place. Yeah. Oh, I need you to kind of throw it down this way a little if you can. Okay, perfect, perfect. Man, my wife, what a gal. What a gal. Oh yeah, you guys are getting the director's cut here. I probably should have put on a time lapse, but I know you guys want to spend some time with me, huh? This is good bonding time for us. Get to know each other. You know, my name's Dallas. I like long walks on the beach and endless mimosas. Just kidding. Trying to trim this up a little bit. Then I'm also going to try to cut a little bit of like a something to grab the air as it's trying to pass. You feel me? Here's a good rule for you guys. Never bring all the tools you need. That way it's harder. Let's see here. There we go. we're going to, we call this dovetailing. There's going to be a quiz about this later, okay? See, dovetailing is just making these little marks so that we are able to attach to it. So what do you guys like to do for fun, huh? You're telling me you don't like to get under your house and do ductwork? Yeah, that's my favorite hobby. It's the third time I've done this. Oh. Now, I'm just filming it so you guys can get to enjoy my hobby with me. There's that hum again. So if you're still watching all this, Jackson, this is for you, man. Tell me this little quiz. I know you watched it. The code is 34, like Shaquille O'Neal. Spinning this just a little bit so it's not quite a 90 and it's more coming this way. Jaw feel? Oh yeah, jaw definitely feel. Get all this out of Bend these up. Down here. First down. There we go. We're straight up getting this show on the road, man. Ow. It's just mastic. I did find some of this, so where's my tape? Oh, there it is. Thanks for holding this for me, buddy. Appreciate you. Phew, this stuff's thick. Clean that off. See if we can't mix it up a little bit. Oh, sick. See what this is going to do is just all those little cracks we just made by cutting that open, and it's going to seal so we're not losing any air under here. We definitely don't want to heat our crawl space or cool it. I like how I put that piece of tape on there so I wouldn't get it on my hands. I'm gonna come out of this place covered in this stuff. Oh. My good friend Ashton. Oh my, you should see this guy use it. I think he eats it, I don't know. He might just. He gets covered in the stuff when he uses it. I guess he uses it right though. Shout out to Ashton, my good friend, my best friend. I think I got it all. And it looks pretty sealed on both sides. Could always be a spot hiding though, you know? Alrighty. Oh shoot, let's put our lid on here before we make too big of a mess. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna try to clean my hands up. Alright, so check me out, dude. Let's get this pipe connected. I'm gonna have you hold it for me, and then we'll go down that way and try finishing connecting the other end. If you would, just grab a hold of that for me, please. Oh. And a little bit forward towards me, bud. And I think we're on there. Hey, thanks for your help. Now, here comes a nice trick of trying to hold this pipe up and putting the screw in at the same time. Awesome, we missed. Screw number 2. All right, that's a hit. For sure hit there. And then, let's see if we can get one over on this side. Boom, another hit. I had a headlamp on so I could see good. Dadgum insulation. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out of my way. Boom, 3 screws. I'll throw some tape on here. We'll move down. Hey there, how you doing? Are you enjoying your featured presentation? If you would you go ahead and like this video for me? And then maybe subscribe? Hey, who knows? Subscribe, we can come do this together, okay? All right, so check it out. I don't know if you guys can see this, but right here is where our duct needs to go. Okay. So I need to cut off about, let's say, 4 inches over here. Sorry, you're come right here with me. There we go. What we'll do here, do the same thing. We'll just connect our pipe. Then hopefully at the other end, I'll be able to just kind of climb over, push that elbow right up in that baby. I'm trying my best not to cut myself. Which I feel like I'm also trying my best to cut myself. If that can make sense to you. I'm gonna keep leaving these little sharp corners. I think it's subconsciously wanting to punish me. Whoa! I just threw dirt all in my face, and it hurt. And I'm pissed. Hey, thanks for holding this for me, man. You're a great pair of hands over there. Appreciate you. How's my seam over on that side? Did I get it? Great. Thank you. All right. Oh. We're deep in this thing now. Deep in the trenches. How does it look? You saw it first. Let's go up a little bit with you. Boom. Should not have cut 4 inches off and completely jacked it up. Ha ha! We did it. No, we can fix that. See, I didn't tape this on yet, or screw this. So we should be able to see if we can't pull this down a hair. Nope, just about 1 inch too short. So, but we can still use that piece that we cut off. Looking for my greens. Did I hand them to you guys? Oh, I left them over there. Okay. Greens. Oh, I'm laying on them. It's not a good place for them. Do you guys ever just lay under the house and think, oh man, maybe I should just become a mold person and stay under here forever? Yeah, I don't think about that either. Okay, let's check it out. This is what we shall do. We'll get this lined up perfect. I will put some screws in that elbow at the boot. Okay. Oh yeah, baby. I did that on purpose. You know why? Just kidding. You know, like Frank Sinatra said, that's life. I think that's real nice. Oh yeah, battery's getting low. Look, what I did was I kind of angled this down because it was pushing right against here. And I'll use this as a piece to close this up. Alrighty, now that we have it all taped up, I like to go ahead and pull my insulation all the way to the boot, all the way over the elbow. That way, we don't have to try to insulate around it by hand, and then we can just insulate a straight piece back that way. So, let's try to pull this up over here. When you get to a spot like this on the wall, just kind of try to spin it back and forth. And then, right there we go. Insulated all the way up to the boot. Why do you keep doing this? Just stay under there and be a mole person. Oh, crap, sorry. Okay. Now we have to insulate this piece of pipe, and that is what, we brought this extra one for.
Like I said, that rule I've said is very important. Forget all the right tools, so you have to use the wrong tool and work longer. Because, you know, who wants to spend their Saturday, you know, going out and doing the stuff they had planned for the weekend when you could just be under the house working? This is so much more fun. Get that out of here.
Freaking amateur hour under here. Now let's see. Let's wrap this pink first. Wrap the pink. Wrap the pink. And then cover it with this over here. How do we look? Good that way. Good that way. Hey, let's get out from under this thing. Journal entry 43. I am lost under this house. I don't know if I will make it out. All right, let's fill it up. Yeah, there's some air coming out. Here. All right, so here we go. We got the litter box all put together in here. We got the new grill cut in and there. Underneath here, we got the doggy door. I'll try to get us a shot of a beam coming in and out, and then be the end of the video. Hey, thanks for stopping by. And I gotta go take a shower. I'm dirty. So you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Come on, get out of there.